just looking for the little white thing coming at me. He threw me a really nasty slider before, and he threw it again, this one a little higher, and was able to connect.
How about the performance by your starter?
Tremendous. Boy, kind of like a heartbreaker there. Not being able to get that last out for him. I think I've only had one other complete game. That was with Miguel Gonzalez a few years ago, and so I was probably as pumped up as he was trying to get that last out. He was tremendous, and he's been that way for the last 3 or 4 starts, and this is kind of what we saw last year too, so hopefully he can continue that.
Did you start with 1 or 2 pitches, and then after you go through the second time, move it up a little bit to something else?
Yeah, I mean, we know we have to get his split going, and we'd like to get his slider going as best as we can. Sometimes the split's just a better option early on, and then really using that slider late in the game. But his fastball command was on point. It was tremendous. He was locating it when he needed to, elevating when he needed to, and I think it all starts and begins with fastball command. It's what he's done the last 4 starts, and it's what he did last year. This is a recipe for success for Kevin.
He was just around the plate all the time. We talk about waste pitches in the history of baseball. Do you believe in such a thing as that, or purpose pitch instead?
Yeah, I think there's a purpose pitch. Now, when you get to pitches and it becomes plural, I think that's when you get in trouble. I think that's where Kevin did a really nice job tonight, was when he needed to expand the zone and they didn't chase, he got back into the zone. Because he had them on their heels the whole night. I think he had over 75% first pitch strikes, and when you're pitching ahead in the count, you got a really good recipe for success there. He was really good. He expanded when he needed to and then got back in the count when he needed to. It was really fun to be a part of.
Caleb, last question. Is he somebody you have to worry about focus on, or does he keep that pretty much himself?
He does a really good job of it. I think there's times when you kind of feel stuff as a catcher and you just want to remind him of staying back in there. And I saw something in the 9th inning, went out there and tried to get him back in there. But Kevin, when you give Kevin a lead, sometimes there's a tendency that you kind of back off a little bit, and he's the type of horse you need to whip a little bit. And we did it tonight, and it worked out. It was a great outing by him.
Great job. Thank you.
Thank you, Gary.